really wanted to do this video is because everybody knows that Dubai is kind of expensive, and a lot of you guys were asking me, you know, what are living costs out here? Is it more expensive than London? I am not someone who tracks my weekly expenses. I budget by tracking my savings rate and not exactly by how much I'm spending on each and every single line item. But for this video, I decided to kind of track my expenses. Nothing was changed for this video. This is a genuine week in my life. For most people, your three biggest costs is going to be your housing, your food, or your transportation. I've explained this before in my apartment hunting series, but in Dubai, a lot of the time your housing is paid up front, so a whole year up front. So I have done that with my current apartment, so housing will not play a factor into this. We're going to be looking more at like food, transportation, and other variable expenses. So let's start with one of my biggest costs, which is transportation. I've spoken before that I really wanted to live next to a metro station so I could take the metro, but I mean, after actually taking the metro, I'm like, it's not the same as like the London Underground. I don't live super close to one anyway, so I actually have to get cab to and from work every day. Good morning, you guys. I am actually getting ready to leave for work. And one of the recurring costs that I have is taking taxi to work, which is very common with most people here. The taxis are usually less than 30 dirhams, maybe 20, 25, divided by 2 or 3 people. But the only thing is, you guys, it can be really difficult in the evenings to catch a taxi. And also, if you do want to catch one, then you might have to pay for the surge pricing. I have some colleagues who live really close to me, and so we carpool. But this week, one of us were working from home, so there's only 2 of us. So the taxi costs are a little bit higher than usual. And I came back home during lunchtime as well during the week, which also added an extra cost as well. So it came up to 536 dirhams, which is 121 pounds. I don't think that that's that bad, given that I was going out on the weekends. I usually go out on the weekends, given that I went to go get my eyelashes and stuff done as well, which was kind of next to the marina. So I basically live in like the downtown area, and usually on the weekends I go a bit further out to like the Palm area, the beach area, the marina area, so it's a little bit far. The next biggest cost for most people, including myself, is food, groceries. So I am actually a meal prepper, so that kind of keeps my food costs quite low in general, but it also means that, you know, I buy quite a few things for my groceries. I also try and eat at least 3 to 4 times a day. This week I actually tried buying from somewhere new, which was Spinneys, and Spinneys is definitely on the more expensive side when it comes to groceries in Dubai. So I've tried out at Carrefour, I've tried out Lulu's was super cheap, but the quality isn't necessarily always the best. Our groceries were a little bit more expensive than usual, and also because I just moved into my apartment, I was still buying like little stuff here and there that aren't going to be recurring weekly costs. But anyways, groceries came up to 91 pounds for a week, which is really expensive. Like, it's typically around 50 to 60 pounds. I'm expecting it to be that way this week. One cost that I also have to factor in living in Dubai is water as well, because obviously I didn't really drink from bottled water in the UK. I know some people do, but the tap water here is disgusting. Like, there are many times, even today, that you open it and like brown water will come out first. So because I meal prep, usually I won't spend that much on actually eating out, but this week I kind of did. So I went out to eat with Sheen. So she is also a YouTuber who is living out here in Dubai. I'm for lunch with Dr. Sheen. Hey!
Just go with Sheen.
In your opinion, how is it like your weekly spending in Dubai? Do you think it's expensive?
It's very cheap. It's very expensive, especially in terms of rent and traveling. I think it's quite expensive. Food, you can get a range of prices, so it depends on really what you want to eat. Today we're going for a bit of the expensive side, but yeah, I think generally you can manage your budget if you wanted to.
How do you find it compared to like London?
A lot more expensive.
Right, a lot more.
Don't you think so?
I don't know, you know. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think renting, I found it to be cheaper.
Renting, you get a better place at the same time.
Yes, that you get a lot more, a lot bigger, a lot nicer, a lot more amenities. Yeah, so then I find that works out to be cheaper.
I agree.
So renting, I find to be transport.
Taxi is cheaper.
Taxi is cheaper, but you have to. I feel like I have to take it so much more.
Yeah, you can't walk anywhere.
It's not like Dubai is not walkable. I just wrapped up lunch with Sheen and I paid 80 dirhams. I went out to eat with one of my colleagues on the day that I forgot my lunch. So I just had lunch. I got the red curry and the milkshake. and it was 95 dirhams. Oh, I went out to eat with my team, and then also Saturday after the gym, I also went out to eat. Just wrapped up breakfast. I had an all-you-can-eat menu, which was 69 AED, you guys. Eating out came up to £100. Food in Dubai is either like really cheap, like you can get a good bargain for food, or really expensive. It really does depend on where you go. Now we kind of talked about the 3 biggest costs, so housing, food, transportation. That came up to around £310. I had someone come to clean my apartment for 2 hours, and that was £25. Do you need anything? Something like that. I always do this. I'll pay for a service, but then I'll just like end up doing something myself. But I'm just gonna do the bed. I know people will be like, oh, but you can save money if you just do it by yourself. I'm at the stage of my life now where it's better for me to save my time and value my time than it is for me to save money, because money will always come back to you, time will not, and it's very inexpensive. And it just saves me from having to do any form of deep cleaning during the week, and I really appreciate it because I think it's a great form of outsourcing. I was kind of speaking in the clip that you guys would have seen about like realizing how I want to outsource things, because before I tried to like outsource things like editing, but that was honestly more work outsourcing it, because I still had to go through all the content anyways, and then do revisions, and then, you know, having to try and convey what's in your head to someone. Whereas someone just coming to clean your apartment, like they know what they're doing, it's the same apartment every single time, so it's so much easier to outsource that and get 2 hours back from my time than to spend 2 hours cleaning, and cleaning is not necessarily something that I enjoy anyway. So then a really random cost that I had, but since we're including everything, I just decided to add this in, is an app that I decided to pay for a yearly subscription for, and that was £30. And then I paid my first actual bill, which was Empower. So I think this is like a AC bill, but it's like a fixed, I don't know, I actually don't understand. So if anyone is in Dubai and pays Empower bills, please let me know what it is and why it's different from Dewa. I think it's the AC bill. Anyways, I had to pay for that, but you pay for that in 1 month arrears as well. So that for me came up to £50. And I ordered from Amazon these little like seasoning bottles, because I really want to get my seasoning cupboard like my seasoning cupboard a bit more aesthetically pleasing. That was £14. And then I went to go get my eyelashes done and my eyebrows. That was £450. No, God no, that was 450 dirhams, so which is like £100, and that was for eyelash removal and then a new set, and then she also did like brow lamination and stuff. For £100, I think that's pretty decent. All of that together comes up to £530, or around 2,343 dirhams a week. However, I would say that the actual recurring cost that I would expect, I would deduct the Empower bill, because you're not going to pay that weekly. That was for a month. It just so happened to fall in this week that I was creating this video. And then I would also deduct like the eyelashes and eyebrow stuff, because you're not going to do that on a week. That's also like for a monthly basis. So if I subtract those, it's more like £380 a week, which I think is okay. I mean, to be honest, like I don't actually really care. I don't actually really care. I'm only making this video for the people who are interested. Like I said, for me, I'm more concerned about my savings rate. My savings rate is way above 50%. So all the extra stuff that I spend, if it leads to me being happy and leads to me having a good quality of life and, you know, enjoying living in Dubai, meeting people, going out, then I really don't mind. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any other videos and queries that you want me to address about living in Dubai, or any other like personal finance property related video. Don't forget that the link for a 7-day free trial of Coursera is in my description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.